so many friends and neighbors supporting Jeff McCullers for school board?
He celebrates you. He accepts you and he celebrates you, no matter what your background, where you come from, what talents, individual talents you bring to the table. He finds that in you and he helps you believe in that for yourself.
I couldn't be more enthusiastic about supporting him. I've never put a yard sign out for a candidate before.
I think a lot nowadays about the most important teacher I ever had, Jeff McCullers, and why he was the most important teacher I ever had. Because in whatever I've accomplished, whatever mistakes I've made and recovered from, the tools that Jeff gave me quite literally have been some of the most important in my life.
I've known Jeff for many, many years, since he was 12. I was his 7th grade teacher.
I met this charming Renaissance man when he was 15. But by the time this picture was taken, he was a high school senior, and I'd taught him for 3 years. But I knew that he was destined to make our world a better place.
Jeff is a teacher who made a difference.
Jeff McCullers completely changed my life, and I am not exaggerating when I say that.
One thing I know for sure is that when somebody presents themselves for elected office, they're doing it for one of two reasons. Either they want to be something, like I want to be the senator, I want to be the congressman, I want to be the mayor, or they want to do something. They want to lower your taxes, or they're passionate about water quality issues. In the case of my friend Jeff McCullers, what he's passionate about is education, and he's been working on it almost every day of his life.
Jeff McCullers, he changed my life and my outlook by believing in me. Even when I didn't believe in myself, he took me under his wing and really pushed me to succeed and to shine bright. And because of him, I was able to change my grades and graduate on time, which meant so much.
As a young man, I searched for role models in my life that inspired me. Jeff was the primary person in my formative years that I had to look up to.
Jeff has been fighting for our kids for over 35 years. He won't quit now.
He always had a kind, encouraging word, and more importantly, he challenged us to be the best version of ourselves.
He gave me confidence. He gave me an intellectual role model. He gave me the humility to see some of my own limitations and, frankly, the confidence to take to the world what's best about me.
When I entered his classroom, I was more interested with what I could get away with than what I could learn. But Jeff changed all of that. He had such care. I'm going to cry because he was so fantastic. He had such care, such compassion for each and every student in his classroom. He found out things that we were interested in, and he magnified it. He was inspiring, he was passionate, and I learned so much from him.
He was able to motivate all different types of students, and the most impressive thing to me was that he's always able to get different kinds of students to collaborate together and make beautiful things together.
Jeff is a tested, trusted, independent leader.
This isn't just a campaign gig for Jeff. Jeff has been doing something in Lee County about education for as long as any of us can remember.
He valued people as individuals and wanted to help people succeed, but also he wanted to raise everybody up to that level. And I think, especially now that I'm a parent of 2 children in the Lee County School District, that is what our school board leadership really needs. Someone who knows what it's like to be a parent, what it's like to be a teacher in this system, and what it's like to be in the administration.
Jeff will return honesty, accountability, and integrity to our school board.
What he did teach me by showing me was how to be an ethical person, how to be tolerant of differences, how to stay curious, how to think, and how to act with integrity. He didn't just help me grow, he showed me how to grow. And it wasn't just me. I watched Jeff take hundreds, probably thousands of hours of his life, not just to do his job, but to take the deepest kind of interest in the kids that were growing up before his eyes, to really shape them, to really listen to them, to help them answer their own questions. And we had a lot of questions.
I know that Jeff will manage our taxpayer money in a reasonable fashion. I know that he will speak for what's in the best interest of our kids. I know that he'll be a proponent of public schools, not only locally, but statewide.
Now, I know that the natural inclination is to think when a former district employee runs for the school board, well, it's just going to be more of the same. They're just going to protect the establishment. They're going to take care of their friends. But that's not Jeff McCullers.
A leader who will fight for our values every day.
As a soldier in the Army, those ideals like never give up, be persistent, be tenacious, got me through some of the toughest times of my life.
Jeff McCullers is perfectly situated to bring all of that knowledge and heart and understanding of data to this role on the Lee County School Board.
If he can do for your kids a tenth of what he did for me, they'll be among the luckiest.
Jeff was always there for us.
He's one of the best human beings I know, and I encourage you to get out and vote for Jeff McCullers.
It is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity that we have to change the culture and the efficiency of our board. Just think about the difference that brilliant, ethical, selfless leadership can make for the children that we love and for our community.
His experience, talent as an educator, his own personal thirst of knowledge, and his passion for our future generations makes him the only pick in November.
Vote to give our kids a better tomorrow.
And so I absolutely recommend that you vote for Jeff McCullers for school board.
So if you are looking for someone who is very empathetic, who cares about our students, who is able to unite various types of people and is able to relate to people by taking the time to understand what their needs are, I recommend Jeff McCullers for school board.
Jeff and his wife Donna, who was also my teacher, and if you can imagine is even more amazing than Jeff, they would drive me to school and home every single day. And I lived far away, and they went out of their way to do it, and they still did it.
Raise your hand for the students of Lee County.
And they never accepted gas money. They never let me repay them in any way. It's just who they are. They cared, and they were always looking out for kids. And I tell people that story, and they don't believe me. They always think that I'm making it up. And someone will always say, oh, well, I never had a teacher that cared enough about me to drive me to school. And, you know, I say back, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for you, and I really wish that you had, because it felt amazing. And I wish everybody could have a teacher like that.
Raise your hand to elect Jeff McCullers for School Board, District 2.
I'm Jeff McCullers. The schools we want are possible if we work together. I'm asking you to raise your hand to help restore experience, leadership, and integrity to the School Board of Lee County on November 3rd.
Vote for change. Visit jeffmccullers.com. Experience, leadership, integrity. Jeff McCullers for Lee County School Board, District 2.